You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
You'll have a lot of cool points in the streets of LA.
Beat you up.
He probably would.
No, me. Beat you up.
You will beat me up?
Yes,
you can't beat me up.
Stop bringing up
you can't beat me up.
In jail. Nigga,
you really think you could beat me up?
Beat you up.
No, you can't.
You mean?
No.
Nigga, then follow me outside.
All right. I'm gonna be outside as soon as this is over. If you feel that strongly, get cracking.
Follow me.
Follow you. I'm gonna walk right outside, right past you.
Outside the building.
I'm gonna walk right out the building. I'm gonna walk right out the building, and you're gonna do nothing.
We can do whatever you'd like to.
Gonna walk right. You just said you was gonna beat me up. Now we're gonna do whatever.
All right, we're not doing none of that. No fights.
Listen, I want you to go to Turkey and get your hairline replenished and get that ball spot filled in.
Shorts off.
Listen,
I'll do that when you take your booty shorts off.
Wearing booty shorts.
Hey, right? Imagine you caught the thing and got whooped out by a nigga in booty shorts. That's crazy. That would be reality. That would be a reality.
I would love to see it. You wrestle on mats. We ain't seen you do nothing with your hands yet.
When you see it, you go. Well, you're not gonna see it. You're gonna be knocked out. Everybody else gonna see it.
The reality is this.
Everybody else gonna see it.
They're gonna be watching.
You know you want to make it home to your kids.
First it was if you called me.
You want to make it home to your kids.
Now you ain't gonna make it home to your kids. See how the story evolves?
Come show me.
First it was we was gonna catch a thing. Then we gonna do what you want to do. Now it's death threats.
Who said I was talking about more than the fade? Who said anything about more than the fade?
What does that even mean?
You could not make it home from a fade.
Not make it home from I'm gonna say what I want to say.
I
call this nigga Antoine Dotson and everything else. I'm still gonna come to no jumper. I'm gonna walk in and out this. If a want to do something, there's nothing but space and opportunity. Ain't worried about a light skin, no nigga, period. So if that gay, he's always bringing up fighting. You can't be the nigga bringing up fighting, trying to put it on another nigga to do something.
So,
but I just caught you one. I just caught you one. Just like that. You are a
Guys.
Oh. Guys, come on. Chill, guys. Come on. What? Let's do something. We knew he had a weapon on.
You got spit on.
No, I didn't.
You did. I watched it.
Don't spit touch me. Don't spit touch me.
I watched it. Nigga,
Hey,
I watched it. Come do something.
There's no weapons. No weapons.
Come do something, Mr.
Now, there's a knife right there.
Come
You
do
knew it
something.
happened.
Where?
What up, my people? You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Suspect and Brandon from No Jumper got into technically it was a physical altercation, but they got into an altercation, right? It almost led to blows. Supposedly somebody had a weapon on them. It could have resulted in a stabbing. We just seen what happened with Tory Lanez. So this could have been a fight/stabbing, right? Because supposedly, and this, I guess Brandon seen it and the No Jumper security seen it, that suspect had a knife, right? And this is, I think that's why suspect was so confident in what he was saying. Like he told, like this all started back a couple episodes ago on No Jumper. It went viral where Brandon told suspect that why did he say the N-word with the hard ER on it? And Brandon said he was joking, but he heard him say that. All my suspects said he never said that. Other people said it and he never said it. Maybe he said it and didn't mean to say it like that, but whatever. Then Brandon went on and call him suspect white boy, right? Which for suspect, for y'all know, suspect is not like me. My dad is black, my mom is white, right? So I get a lot of white boy, like I get those jokes too, right? Or people think I'm white. Suspect is a black man. He's just a light-skinned black man. And I tell people this who don't think I'm white or don't want to believe him. I mean, don't think I'm black or don't want to believe I'm black. Black people, all shapes and colors. We even got albino African people, right? And that's their skin tone is white. Is white, right? So we come in all colors. But Brandon was throwing those type of jokes at him, and suspect, they went back and forth on that first viral where they almost fought, where suspect called him out to a fade, called him out to a fight, said come outside because suspect knows he can't fight on camera or he'll get kicked off of no jumper, right? So he said come outside, and Brandon never comes outside. Now Brandon, this guy, he is like a pro black, but he's like way far left or far right pro black. Like he don't even think black people should communicate with white people. He think that we should go back to segregation, right? This is where he coming from. And really he's about like self-empowerment and empowerment, really just self-empowerment, being a man, you know what I mean? Like being respectful, not being ignorant, having knowledge, right? He's really about that. And he calls suspect ignorant and all this stuff. When I think really suspect is just trying to defend himself. Like I think he took what Brandon said as disrespect, and so he's throwing disrespect towards Brandon. Suspect called him the B word. But on today's show, on the show today, they started talking about their roles in No Jumper, and they was calling Brandon, saying he's an assist man. All he gets is assists. He don't score no points because he only got on No Jumper from beefing with Suspect, right? So they go back and forth with that. Then Brandon brings up, and it's really triggered Suspect. Brandon brings up that Suspect, there's a video of Suspect supposedly from years ago when he was a teenager getting jumped, right? But Brandon said no, he wasn't getting jumped. A guy slapped him and he went into the fetal position. And this is what Brandon says is on the video. It's pretty much Suspect getting beat up and in the fetal position, right? So they start going back and forth with that. Suspect calls him the B word. After a while, Brandon calls him the B word. He said, and the suspect says, "You never called me the B word." He said, "I'm calling you the B word right now. You a B, right? You a B, right?" All right. Those is fighting words. Those is fighting words. If you call another man a B, prepare to put your hand, prepare to get hit. For real. If you call me that, prepare to get hit. If you call any man that, prepare to get hit or to do some hitting, because that's what's about to come, or that's what could come behind it. So after that, as soon as he said, "I'm calling you a B, whatever," to Suspect, Brandon said that to Suspect. Suspect gets up, and at first he just stands there, right? He just stands there, and then he kind of stands there for a second. He doesn't immediately swing on him. Like we seen Suspect fight on No Jumper. The one time he did fight on No Jumper, he just started swinging. It wasn't no standing up. All right, I'm gonna let you stand up. No, he just got up out his chair and started swinging on dude that was sitting down. But for whatever reason, he got up. Supposedly he took a knife out. He had a weapon on him, and that's probably why he was, and right before he stood up, he told Brandon, he said, "I could beat you up," and he was very, very confident in saying that. I believe that weapon gave him that security. But look, I don't blame. So look, if you fighting a big dude, first of all, ain't no rules in a fight. People can bring whatever they want to bring in the street, a bat, whatever. If somebody got something over you, they got something over you. It's a fight. Ain't no rules in a fight. And for real, people done got unalived just from fists, just from someone punching another person. You can unalive somebody like that. So ain't no rules in a street fight. And when Suspect he's not a big dude. Brandon is a big dude, right? Like stocky, right? So he had an equalizer, is what I call him. That's an equalizer. If you fight somebody that got power over you or got size over you, and they can use that to their advantage, that what you got to use to your advantage, right? And if you a small guy, you got to go to weapons straight up. And especially if you not no knockout artist or nothing like that, you gonna go to weapons. So he brought out the weapon, and then the security guard grabs Suspect and gets in between them, right? But and then they cut it off. It goes to black, but you can still hear the before it goes to black, Suspect spits on Brandon, and then it goes to black, right? But you can still hear the audio. And then Suspect's calling him a B. You a B. You got spit on. Now what you gonna do? You a B. Blah blah. He got a knife. He said you hear all this. He got a knife. He got a weapon. That's why he talking like that. I don't know. Suspect might get suspended. I don't know if he'll get kicked off the show because Adam, this even as messy and as messy as it is, it brings views. Messiness brings the views. And what do we know about No Jumper? They like the mess. They because they want the views. Adam 22 wants the views. I call it the Parasite Podcast. They want the views, right? So I don't know if Adam 22 would kick Suspect off completely, like just fire him. I don't think he'd do that, because he knows that bringing them two on to a podcast or doing an interview or doing a podcast with them two on is going to bring so much views, because now they done already almost got into a fight last time. Now this time they got into almost a physical altercation because somebody got spit on. Now if they do another podcast, you know how viral that one gonna go. So I don't think he's gonna do anything to Suspect for real. Suspect just blew him up. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. 7 Day. I'm out.